So you want to go from this to this. Don't worry, it's never too late to start your fitness journey. And I can tell you exactly how to. Hi beautiful people, my name is Alora and I'm glad you joined me today. I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks for starting your own fitness journey and to actually stick with it. I also have some great tips for you if you don't know what ways you want to move your body yet. So let's start in the beginning. If you really want to stick to any routine, the best way to do that is to actually make an appointment. You treat your workouts like the doctor's appointment. You make the appointment, you don't cancel it unless it's a life or death situation. This you can actually do by just looking at your overall schedule, your weekly schedule, and figuring out which days you want to work out, which days you will have the time and energy to, and just marking it in your calendar. This can be 2 to 3 times a week, this can be 5 times a week, this can be 4 times a week. However you like, however it's sustainable to you. But don't go overboard. You can still build in more workouts later when the first few that you have done become a habit. So, you have your appointments. Great, you know when and how much time you have to work out. Now you need to think about what kind of movement you'd like. There are great ways to start, like a lot of people love running. Me personally, I hate running. Like if there are no people left on this earth who hate running, then you know I'm dead. I'm not a runner person, but you can totally be one. Like I hear people telling others that it gets better with time. The more you do it, the better it gets. I have not experienced it myself personally, but maybe you are one of those people who does and who can. And maybe you like running, maybe you love running. So just start that. If you have really no idea what you're doing, like you're a complete beginner and I don't know what kind of workout you're thinking of, like just basic strength workout, maybe you want to start heavy lifting, weightlifting, maybe you want to swim or want to play some ball games or something like that. You can always just hire a personal trainer if you have the money and time to do it. Me, for example, I go horse riding every week. I have a personal trainer and she's great. I love horses, I love learning about them and how to ride them. The good thing about a personal trainer is you actually cannot cancel unless it's an emergency because another person is also there with you. You get motivation from them, you get a personalized workout from them, you don't have to really think about what kind of exercises you want to do and you get a personalized workout done. But if you have some experience or you don't have the money, you can still go to the gym, buy a gym membership, just go there. There are a lot of people there who know their stuff. Maybe if you don't get a movement right, you can just ask them. You can just communicate, be social, you know, if you like being social while you're working out. The next best thing you can do is just like buy into classes, yoga classes, pilates classes. It's become a trend kind of. And I also know that sometimes you need to book the appointments like every week new. So I recommend to you that you book your appointments a month before. So you book all your appointments for the whole month so that you actually have a schedule and you don't have to book an appointment every time you know you should go. So it's more practical. If you want other social but still free ways to move your body, like you don't want to buy the gym membership, you know you don't go it, you would just waste it, then go search for free workshops, free courses. It's really great if you want to connect with people who also want to do the same thing as you. You can go to dance workshops, you can do beach volleyball or swim in the ocean. There are lots of free ways you can move your body. Maybe you didn't like any of that. Maybe you don't have money, you don't have enough time to leave the house, or you don't have enough experience to do your own workouts, to assemble them and to know really what kind of exercises you like or you can do. Then I have good news for you. You can just stay home. Like, you have to remember lockdown. I think there was not a single person who did not do a single YouTube workout. Like, those things are so great. There are many fitness influencers who make great workouts for free on YouTube. A lot of them are like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. There are longer ones, there are shorter ones. You can adjust what you like, what you want to do. I think here I'm going to put my top 5 fitness influencers that I like. You can just stay in the room. All you need is like a yoga mat, or not even that. If you have a carpet in your room and you don't mind sweating on it, then just use that. If you don't need a carpet or don't want to use one, you can just use a pillow if the floor is hurting your bones. This happens to me very frequently, so I'd understand. Just do the YouTube workout. You can mix and match, you can do warm-up first, you can do a warm-up workout first, then one video about legs, one video about arms. It's really up to you. You can freely choose what you like and what you don't. I would, however, advise you to pay attention to your body, pay attention to the form you're using, because a fitness influencer is not going to correct your posture and your form. It is not a personal trainer. They can see what you're doing. Okay, I know you know that, but so always pay attention to your form, and whatever you do, it should never hurt. So if you're doing an exercise and it hurts, you're probably either doing it wrong because you just got the form wrong, or you're doing it wrong because you're not strong enough to do it right yet. In this case, I would advise you to just skip that. Well, it's always better to sit it out than to injure yourself. So pay close attention to that. And if you're a bit more experienced, you can also pay attention to the form of the fitness influencer. So if you don't know this fitness influencer but you notice that they have very bad form, don't mimic them. Okay? If you know better, you know better. If you don't, you will feel it eventually in your body. But also, you really have to pay attention to whose advice you're taking. Take care of your bodies, guys, okay? What's also very important is that before you start working out, you should have at least one solid meal in your belly. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. Even if you wake up super early to work out at 5 a.m., please, a protein shake, a protein bar, a smoothie, something that you can stomach so early. I'm always for working out with something in your system. If you don't want to do a full workout, even with the flexibility of YouTube, you can always just do a stretch routine, like 20 minutes. You don't even need much time for it. You just take your yoga mat or your rug and do a quick stretch, either if you're feeling stressed or if you want more flexibility. But don't forget, even if you did whole workout routine, you still need to stretch afterwards, because you need to stretch those muscles so you don't get the cramps of your life. So before the workout, you should always warm up, and after you should always stretch. That is very important. If you still want to do something, but you have absolutely no time, it's 20 minutes until you have to leave the house, it's okay. If you have 10 minutes to spare, do a posture stretch. I'm telling you, it's so good. You've been sitting at a computer all day. You can just take these 10 minutes for a 10-minute YouTube video about posture stretch. My favorite is the one I do every 2 days. It's from Emmy Wong. Trust me, it feels so good. You do it, and then I can feel my spine straightening up and snapping into the right position. I swear by this, it's so good. If you don't want to do any of that, if you really are I'm not feeling it, my mind is just not in the right place, go touch some grass. Go outside, go for a walk, search for a park, search for trees, hug some trees, touch the grass, walk, air your head out. I promise you, it's going to feel so much better. If you really want it to take full effect, ditch the headphones. Just walk, listen to the sounds of nature, or if you're in the middle of the city, listen to the sound of nature and ambulances and cars going by, but still, the nature. Look for wild animals, look for specific kinds of trees, look for birds. It's not just about exercising your body and getting stronger, it's also about moving it and enjoying the way. You don't always need that 1 hour strength workout. Sometimes it's okay to just relax and enjoy the world around you. So, those were my tips to find ways you can work out and you can actually enjoy it. Remember, it's an appointment. You stick with it. If you end up skipping or don't stick with it, there will be no one who comes to you and says hey, actually what happened to that workout? You need to hold yourself accountable. I've told you the tips and tricks that I know, but in the end, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink, so it all depends on you. But I believe in you. You can do it. Do the 15-minute at-home workout instead of feeling guilty about not going to the gym. Little movement is better than no movement at all. But if you haven't managed to move your body, don't punish yourself by not eating until you're full or by starving yourself. I know it will feel like you don't deserve it or that you haven't done anything productive, but I'm telling you, it's better if you just don't do it. So if you really don't feel like doing a workout, if you did not get up all day, you still deserve to eat. And you have a fresh start the next day, so it's always there. So those were my tips in ways you can move your body if you want to start your fitness journey. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, keep shining. It was Alora speaking.